At Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Ready to break.
90 is the mark. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check that. Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Malloy. It's caught. Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Leo!
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on second down, Malloy. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Weapon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. It's Coleman here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Wentz, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And then get up 2 scores. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. This is Breida. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That good for 19 and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On 1st and 10, Malloy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Yo! Watch twist! Watch twist! Check 9.
Breida, he'll try to right side. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hey.
Bravo.
From the gun on 3rd down, Malloy. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Malloy, the former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Chopper! Go!
Go now! 90 is a mic! Hey! Shift!
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
3 down. Hey, check.
On the draw play, Coleman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Joseph on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the safety creep.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, exit.
90 is a Mike. I got him. 90 is a Mike.
Get ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Malloy. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey, echo.
You tighten up. Check.
Throwing after the interception. Malloy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
1st down, 49ers.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. Coleman, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
52. Mike 52. Too little, tough.
Off the play fake. Malloy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Hey, Orbit.
Throwing on third and long. Malloy. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Pettis on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
On the set.
The second quarter score from KC. It's the Chiefs that have jumped out to the early lead against the Raiders. They begin the drive with Coleman. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. On second down, it's Coleman looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
5-9, 5-9.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense a good chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Go!
They run again with Breida. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Malloy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Protein spill.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Malloy. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Go now. And lower.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Malloy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half.
Hey, box drop.
To throw on 3rd down. Malloy buying time to his left. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Our time. It's our time.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for Philly. 62 yards.
14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And he's got it. And he's brought down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson wins his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And they wasted no time, right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Here we go. 180!
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. To throw is Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 2-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Now it's Breida. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then in the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
40.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Break.
52's the mic.
Hey, stand up.
They run with Breida. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the Eagles' 26-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Second and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's now fourth down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Solid.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check. Crouch.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
2 times, 2 times. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check.
Spike.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With